Yeah, I heard she's got a tracker on her. Not a little bit in the way. Oh, good. So she can. That's a good excuse. That's a very good excuse. You can't keep up with us because you get extra classes. I've heard that before. I know she does. Shabbat Shalom. Glad to be back. Thank you to Helene. Thank you to Bethany for last week. Ron finally got out of bed this week, and we're feeling better. We're finally feeling better. Thank you. But we're glad to have you here this week. I know some people are very busy still planning Seder stuff, and it's nice to take a break for Shabbat. So I have a question for you. It's kind of an intro to something we're going to be talking about a little bit later. So when you count as you're getting ready for Shabbat, do you say, well, it's the 7th day of the week, so now we've got 6 days to go, and 5 days to go, and 4 days to go? How do you count for Shabbat? Shabbat is the 7th day. So do you say, this is the first day of the week, this is the second day of the week, this is the third day? Is that how you do it? What do you do when it comes to Shabbat? How do you count how you get to Shabbat? The last day of the week. So you're counting first day, second day, Sunday, first day, second day, third day. Saturday night starts on, thank you, Saturday night starts the first day. It's kind of important that we know these things, that you figure out how you count toward Shabbat, because obviously it's going to have a bearing on how we count for other things this week. So I'm using that as my baseline, is the fact that we know, even when God, in our story about the beginning of the Torah, in our story about that, it talks about how there was the day one, and then there's a second day and a third day, and from then on, we've always built up to Shabbat. And so I just want to remind you that we're good at this. And that's what we do. I mean, from the moment that Shabbat is over, we're sad, and we're building up again until Shabbat again. And so we're counting, well, it's the first day of the week, the second day of the week, the third day. We get up to the seventh day, and we're happy that it's Shabbat again. So I'm happy it's Shabbat again. Very happy that it's Shabbat again. So I'm going to suggest that if you're ready for Shabbat or not quite ready for Shabbat, we take our deep breath, let it out slowly. Oh, I did a terrible job of that. I let it out too quickly. Let's try it again. Let it out again. That feels better. Now, we are going to do service 3 again this evening. We'll begin on page 82. And I'm going to invite Sue and Buddy up to help us be the blessers. And we're on page 82. And as is our tradition, if it's comfortable for you to stand and sit, please rise. Page 82.
These lights are only flickering flames, yet flames illumine our uncertain steps. Flames remind us of Shabbat long past and of their beauty that delighted our hearts. May they inspire us to work for the great Sabbath of peace. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvosah v'tzivanu lahad ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command we kindle the Sabbath lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat. We continue on pages 167 and 166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei adam.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You call us to holiness with the Mesra of Sabbath, the sign of your love, a reminder of your creative work and of your liberation from Egypt, of our liberation from Egypt bondage, our day of days. On Sabbath especially, we hearken to your call to serve you as a holy people. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of Sabbath.
Amen. L'chaim. You are welcome to be seated. Please say Shabbat Shalom to somebody you came in with and somebody you didn't come in with. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom back there. Did everybody get a Shabbat Shalom? Everybody? Make sure we're all covered? Good. We continue at the bottom of page 83 and we read responsively. There are days when we seek material things and measure failure by what we do not own. On Shabbat, we wish not to acquire but to share. And if the thing that you're trying to find and you do not own is matzah, there's matzah at Albertsons, the 2 Krogers in town, Whole Foods. Anybody else? There's matzah still, and you can get it at all those places, and a bunch of other Passover stuff. So if you are defining your life by what you do not own and it's matzah, problem solved. There are days when we exploit nature with reckless greed. We stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we think only of ourselves. On Shabbat, we open our hearts to the needs of others. Therefore, we welcome Shabbat, day of rest, day of joy, day of peace. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barachuni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The synagogue is the sanctuary of Israel. Born of our longing for the living God, it has been to Israel throughout our wanderings a visible token of the presence of God in our people's midst. Its beauty is the beauty of holiness. Steadfast, it has stood as the champion of justice, mercy, and peace. Its truths have been true for all people. Its love is a love for all people. Its God is the God of all people. As it has been said, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples. Let all the family of Israel, all who hunger for righteousness, all who seek the eternal, find God here, and here find life. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divarach yiruteh, v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayed d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala, ba'agala, uvizman kariv, v'miru, amen. Yehesh merabah mevarach, le'alam ul'alme almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpahar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemeh dekudesha, richu, le'elamin kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damihiran be'alma, v'miru, amen. Barechu et Adonai, hamevorach, Baruch Adonai, hamevorach, le'olam va'ed. O God, how can we know you? Where can we find you? You are as close to us as breathing, yet you are farther than the farthermost star. You are as mysterious as the vast solitudes of night, yet as familiar to us as the light of the sun. To Moses you said, "You cannot see my face, but I will make all my goodness pass before you." Even so does your goodness pass before us in the realm of nature and in the joys and sorrows of life. When justice burns within us like a flaming fire, when love evokes willing sacrifice from us, when to the last full measure of selfless devotion, we demonstrate our belief in the ultimate triumph of truth and righteousness, then your goodness enters our lives, and we can begin to change the world. And then you live within our hearts, and we, through righteousness, behold your presence. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malechuto, Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated unless you're Arden. Arden's bat mitzvah is in 3 weeks from tonight? I think so. So let's see how well she's doing on her Ve'ahavta. Nailing it.
ואהבת
את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words which I command you upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them when you're home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God. Did anybody else get like butterflies in their stomach when you said, who led you out of Egypt to be your God? It's about to happen. I'm so excited. Sorry, butterflies. Take a deep breath. Here we go again. We read responsively. I, the Eternal One, have called you to righteousness and taken you by the hand and kept you. I have made you a covenant people, a light to the nations. We are Israel, witness to the covenant between God and God's children. This is the covenant I make with Israel. I will place my Torah in your midst and write it upon your hearts. I will be your God, and you shall be my people. We are Israel. Our Torah forbids the worship of race or nation, possessions or power. You who worship gods that cannot save you, hear the words of the Eternal One. I am God, there is none else. We are Israel, our prophets. Hate evil and love what is good. Let justice well up as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. We are Israel, schooled in the suffering of the oppressed. You shall not oppress your neighbors nor rob them. You shall not stand idle while your neighbor bleeds. We are Israel, taught to beat swords into plowshares, commanded to pursue peace. Violence shall no longer be heard in your land, desolation and destruction within your borders. All your children will be taught of your God, and great shall be the peace of your children. We are Israel, O God, when we are witnesses to your love and messengers of your truth. You are my witnesses, says the Eternal One, and my servant whom I have chosen. Know me, therefore, and put your trust in me. We are Israel, O God, when we proclaim you, God our Redeemer, as did our ancestors on the shores of the sea. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malechutecha Rahu vanecha bokeh hayam lifnei Moshe zehilianu ve'ameru Adonai himluch le'olam avad. V'ne'emar, and it has been said, the Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel. May we lie down this night in peace and rise up to life renewed. O God, spread over us your shelter of peace, of quiet and calm, and bless us with rest. And let a time come when morning will bring no word of war or famine or anguish, a time of happiness, of contentment and rest. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim, v'al kol ha'olam. We give thanks for the night and its rest, and the promise of peace for all the world. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise for the tefillah, which begins on page 93. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, ve'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibur v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh HaKol, ve'Zocher Hasdei Avot v'Imahot, u'mevii geula livnei v'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. God of all generations, of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, of Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, and Rachel, be praised. Your wondrous creative power fills heaven and earth. God of life and death, be praised. Through us send help to the fallen, healing to the sick, freedom to the captive. Confirm your faithfulness to those who sleep in the dust. Awesome and holy God, be praised. With acts of love and truth, we hallow your name. As it is said, be holy, for I, your eternal God, am holy. God of times and seasons, be praised. Enable us through Sabbath rest to explore and learn and impart the meanings of your Torah. Make our hearts ready to serve you this day and all days. God who answers prayer, be praised. May we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God. Source of life and its wonders, be praised. You are the miracle within all we behold. You are goodness. You are compassion. We give thanks to you forever. Please join me. God of peace, of justice, and of love, be praised. Inspire us to banish forever hatred, war, and bloodshed. Help us to establish forever one human family united in peace. God of peace, bless us with peace. We take a minute now for silent prayer. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, be acceptable to you. God, my rock and my redeemer. God, my rock and redeemer. This time in our service, our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating as we turn to the inside back cover of our prayer books. And I turn off the microphone to read off a list of names for whom we are praying. Included in our prayers today are Carrie Bollinger and Bill Bronig, Jason Brown, Norman Chapman, appreciate that, Tammy Courtney, Henry Lane Dreyfus, Emily Gibson, Harriet Glazer, Elena Howard, Jen Castillo-Hurst, Sheila Lawrence, Vicki Marks, Ellen Rayner, Nancy Rice, David Saphir, Emily Simpson, Michael Stahl, Herman Van Oss, Sister Mary Joan, Virginia Walker, Martha Ann Young. If you have other names which you would like to be included in our prayers, please call them out. For all these names, for the names we choose to hold in our hearts and not say out loud, we pray together. O God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rifeh HaCholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health. Mi shebeirach avoteinu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu mikor habracha lehavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And it has become our tradition to add, Mishaberach avotenu v'imotenu. May the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom and protecting us in this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they have been called to serve. May they return home safely, and let us say, Amen. So the reason why I was asking you how you count to Shabbat is because this week we have to start the counting of the Omer. And so it got me thinking about all of the ways that we count up to things, because in a lot of ways we've been taught to count down to things that are goals. And in this case, we know we have a goal. We have the goal of 7 times 7 weeks is going to be when we're standing at Sinai and receiving the Torah for Shavuot. This year we have not only just a confirmation class this year, but we have, if you look at that wall and you start at this corner, the year before 1918 doesn't have a year on it. So we're guessing that it's around 1917, so it's our 100th year of confirmation pictures on the wall. So it's a big thing, and we're counting down to that date, except we're not. We're counting up to it. And I love that about the Omer. But I was thinking about other reasons why we count up. And it made me think that there are times when we do things in life where it feels better for us to be accumulating days instead of diminishing our days as we count down. For example, if we wanted to set a health goal and we said, you know what, I am going to walk half an hour every day. And you do it today, and you say, I did it one day. I walked half an hour today. And if you do it another day, you say, I did it. That's 2 days. I feel like the count. Ha, ha, ha. Anybody see Sesame Street? No, huh? So if we do 3 days, we're counting up. And what feels good is the fact that we're counting up. We're accumulating our days. As opposed to if I set myself a goal and I said, all right, I'm going to set myself a 30-day challenge. Okay, that's 29 days left. That's 28 days left. Well, then when I get down to 1, then what do? So I start all over again? No, because what's cool about that is then I'm at 31 days of walking half an hour every day. That's just even more cool than having counted down and doing a 30-day challenge. That's what I think. In the Torah, even though God tells us we are supposed to count 7 times 7 weeks, and we're supposed to count 7 weeks and 49 days, and God says that, and we now know that what happens at the end of that is We received the Torah at Sinai. That's not what God told us in the Torah. God just said start counting, because when we were there, and I know you were there, I saw you there, when we were there it was 1 day of freedom, 2 days of freedom, 3 days of freedom. And it felt great to be free for the 3 days. I guess after about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, it started to feel like, oh, manna again. And like it may not have been as exciting as it was that first day or two. It's sand everywhere, whatever it was. I'm sure we thought of things that maybe we didn't love, but it was still 6 days of freedom, a whole week of freedom. And when we thought about it that way, there was something awesome about counting it in a powerful way, an increasing way. There are traditions about counting the Omer. For one thing, if you can really remember every evening to count, they teach us that that's an exercise in the discipline of mindfulness, of being able to do that every day. Counting each of the days of the Omer reminds us that all of our days are numbered, but also that each day counts. There are also traditions, and you've heard me talk about this, that for 40-something years now, I guess, which is a little more, since bat mitzvah-ish, some of the things that I was doing is like not cutting my hair during the Omer. You see how short I got it yesterday so that I didn't have to cut it for the next 50 days, which when you think about it is not so long. I mean, I've gone longer than that when it wasn't the Omer, not counting, but that's beside the point. And it got me to thinking, why don't we cut hair during the Omer? And there's a tradition about you don't have wedding ceremonies and you don't have parties during that period. That's a tradition. And the reason is supposed to be that around 2,000 years ago, Rabbi Akiva's students, 24,000 students, or as they sometimes describe it, 12,000 pairs of students, died of some kind of a plague. Why did they die of a plague? Well, you know what? Because it was a plague, except that in the Talmud, they give it a reason. And they say that they were not treating each other with respect. And so God wiped out 24,000 students. So I have to tell you, I don't ever like thinking about life that way. We've had situations in my lifetime, and in yours even more, that thousands of people have been, hundreds, thousands of people are wiped out at one time. We had a landslide, a mudslide that killed hundreds of people just last week. We have these things happen. There are people who jump and they say, why did God do this? And they give you a reason. I don't know if you remember that after Katrina and after 9/11, there were rabbis, Orthodox rabbis, who said that the reason why these things happen is because there were people who were not checking their mezuzahs every 7 years. That's why hundreds and thousands of people get killed? I don't think so. I don't give reasons to those things. I will mourn that 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva's died. I can't believe that it was because they were not treating each other well. The story then goes on to say that after the 24,000 students, and if I were Rabbi Akiva and my students were not treating each other well, I'm to blame here. Following the teaching, but if I was the teacher, I feel to blame also. So then what happens is the 24,000 students die, and we still suffer now. We are still in mourning for them now, for 24,000 students, and I understand that. And then the Torah teaches us, the Talmud teaches us, that after that, he went south, he taught 5 students, and from those 5 students, we now learn Torah the way we learn Torah, from those 5 students. And so I decided that I want to take the Omer and not have it be about mourning 24,000 students that died 2,000 years ago. I want to have it be something positive. I want to have it be counting up, like every day that I exercised or something like that. So I challenge you to do this. I challenge you to think of something that you can do in your life that will be something that you will be very proud to be increasing every day. It doesn't mean you have to do more of it. It's not like I've seen those, push-up challenges that you do 1 today and 2 tomorrow, and next thing you know, 30 days and you're doing 1 billion. I don't know how that happens, but you know what I mean? Put $1 in the bucket. I want you to just do something that you know you need to do, that you're going to feel good about doing more of every day. And then at the end of those 49 days, you have a choice of continuing it, or maybe you've just accomplished something awesome. And we'll talk more about Rabbi Akiva another time, because there's some good stories about him. And the other thing that I want to share very briefly is that there are some Kabbalistic rabbis who teach that on each of those days of the Omer, there are things that you can learn and focuses that you can have. So I just wanted to share with you. You start counting on Tuesday night. And so Tuesday night, we're taught that we should be aware of every moment. Starting Tuesday night, be aware of every moment, which means we should never waste a moment. It also means what Helene teaches us all the time about being mindful of the things that are going on around you all the time. And not just about wasting moments, but about appreciating. Because sometimes a mindful moment is just looking, just stopping and looking. On Wednesday night, I challenge you to listen effectively. I challenge you to analyze and question. I challenge you to think more, to listen. Listen more effectively to the people around you. And Thursday, I challenge you to say things out loud. If you think you've gotten a lesson out of life, say it out loud again, and then decide if it's something that you really believe in or not. And then Friday, I'll see you again Friday, and I'll tell you what the challenge is starting next week. Remember to start counting on Tuesday. Keep counting up, because this is exciting. Mr. President, we always count on you to do wonderful things, bring us words of wisdom, and tell us what's going on. Thank you.
We're almost back to normal with Virginia here.
Yeah,
seems like.
we're back to normal. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov to everyone with birthdays and anniversaries in April. There will be religious school, but no Hebrew classes this week. If you would like to help cook for the B'nai Zion Seder, a team is still needed on Sunday and Monday. Please contact Kathy Plant or Bethany Sorky if you want to help. The B'nai Zion Seder will be this Monday, April 10th. We will begin at 6:30 and should be finished with the entire Seder by 8:30. If you have questions about the Seder, please contact Rabbi Jana, Bethany, or Kathy. Passover morning service will be Tuesday at 11 a.m. The office will be closed Tuesday since the first and last days of Passover are holy days. Begin counting the Omer Tuesday evening. Rabbi Jana will be on Red River Radio Wednesday, April 12th from 9 to 11 a.m. You are invited to join the Robichaux and Kamaker families at a Hebrew naming ceremony during services on Friday, April 21st. You're invited to join the Branis family when Arden helps lead services and is called up to the Torah as a bat mitzvah on Friday, April 28th. Friday services will begin at 6 p.m. as usual. Thanks to Sue and Buddy. Donations were made to B'nai Zion in honor in loving memory of Abe Gilbert by his family, in loving memory of Abram Ginsburg by Carol Ginsburg, in loving memory of Simon Nelbert by the Fry family, and in loving memory of Molly Tech by Debbie Delenn. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so the next thing we do is we call up everybody who has birthdays or anniversaries in April, and I call up 4 people to hold up our chuppah, and we want you, with your birthdays or your anniversaries, to please climb under. Does it count that I'm 1 month older? Is that a birthday? No. You be a chuppah holder. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure Virginia gets under there too. It's your birthday. That's right. Go, go. Go under, go under. Yeah. I know who you are. My goodness. Oh, look at you. It's upside down. Go switch. Yeah, thank you. Good call. You guys are good at this. Yay, we have a crowd. Oh, nice. That's okay. It's the soft stuff. It's still good. It's, come on under. Pull back. We'll talk fast. Look at this. I love this. Days, God of days and years, author of life, our times are in your hand. We thank you for the blessing of life and for all that enriches our lives. We gather today in special thankfulness to share in the happiness of all of our friends here. Be with them always as the joy of their lives. May they be blessed with health and happiness, right, and with the strength to overcome sickness and sorrow. May we have the joy of coming together for many more years, united by mutual reverence and love. Then will our lives be filled with abundance of blessing. She said, are we going to do Shechianu? Yes, Bree, we're going to do the Shechianu. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Thank you, God, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and helping us to reach this moment. Now, I'm going to ask the people who have a 60th anniversary to come up and help me open up the ark. Everybody else go down. Yeah, anybody else coming up? Nobody else has a 60th anniversary this month? 60th anniversary this month. Whoa. Nice catch. Good catch. Everyone else is turning to page 148. And let them do this. Look at you go. Me too. Almost. I don't know. They're not ready. Look. We could just put it away, guys, and then... So standing here. Everyone else turn to page 148, and we rise as the ark is open. Page 148, and everybody goes, oh, it's the Torahs. I love that. Don't you? Do you do that? Page 148. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kemishbachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. And on the facing page we say v'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. When the ark is closed, you may be seated. 60 years. It's a wonderfully long time. That's good. Teamwork. 1 week before your 60 years. That's good. You're kind of young yourself. And she was only a baby and he was young. 60 years. Mazel tov. They got a week left though, so I think they're trying to say don't congratulate them too soon. I think you should. They're 1 week shy. I love it. I'm very, very, very honored to know them. We started a new month, and this year we have had 5 line of duty deaths in the military, but we have had none, thank God, this month. We have lost 33 police officers in the line of duty this year, and that includes 1 in April. We've lost 27 firefighters this year, and that includes 1 in April. And I don't know if you saw on the news that on April 6th, Sergeant Elchai Taharlev, who was only 20 years old, he was killed during a car ramming attack outside the West Bank settlement of Ofra. So we are sad, and we hope, we send consolation to the family, and we are sad for us and for the world to have lost another young kid trying to defend our freedom. We turn to page 151. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. And I wanted to share this reading with you today. It's one of my favorites. It was written in Hebrew, but we'd say it in English too. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We continue on page 153. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. We now recall the loved ones whom death has taken from us this past month. We remember Frank Anthony, Georgette Toys' father. As we remember those who died at this season in years past, we take them into our hearts with our own. The parents of congregants who died this past year, we remember Sandra Baron Wiener, Kurt Strauss, and Dot Kaplan. And those for whom we're observing yortzites this week include Brad Lee Batterby, Carol Manheim Crane, Melita K. Frankel, Myrtle W. Friedman, Abe A. Gilbert, Abram Ginsberg, Edmund Golden, Barbara C. Goodman, Simon Nelbert, Louis Ox, Phoebe Rabinowitz, Louis Silverblatt, Sally Sorkin, Bob Sussman, Molly B. Tech, Norma Levy-Weinstein, and Walter Wallens. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled. Loving God, we rise as together we praise your name. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 154. The English translation is on 155. We read together, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevarach la'alam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalom araba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Amen. Please be seated. I want to give you a little foretaste of what you're going to get on Monday. So just because you haven't heard it in a year, I'm going to start giving you the, what do they call that, an earbug? What do they say, call those things? Earworm? Earworm, that's what it is. So it goes like this. If you had taken us out of Egypt, Ilu hotzi hotzianu mi Mitzrayim hotzianu mi Mitzrayim daenu Dainu, 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 Dainu. If he had given us Shabbat, Ilu natan natan lanu et ha-Shabbat natan lanu et ha-Shabbat dainu. You could do it. Dainu, 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 dainu. It's a wonderful concept. We should think about it more often, the concept of Dayenu. It would have been enough for us, but guess what? Kept piling it on. We got more and more. It would have been enough for us. Think about what could have been enough for you and that you got even more. That's like the counting of the Omer, I think, is when we're getting more and more, even when we thought we had enough. I've got Arden and I've got Bree. Arden and Bree, you want to come and help us? Come on up. You can help Miss Virginia bless the challah. And you can appreciate challah for the very last time. Wait for a week. No challah for you next week. Come on, Bree. You got it? You can stay sitting. You can stay sitting. Yeah, you might as well. Come on, Bree. Come on. You look beautiful today, my dear. Come on, hold on. Ready? Let me get you, whoa. Let me get you a microphone so we can do this one right. Ready? Go ahead. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz she'avon. All right, ready? Grab some.
Okay.
A whole big one, a big chunk.
Oh, okay.
Take a big chunk. There you go. You take and pass. Get the chametz all over the floor. We'll vacuum one more time, and then we'll be done with it. Everybody else, please rise for the closing benediction. We are so glad to have Virginia back, worshiping with us. Go ahead, eat some, eat it. You said the blessing, you have to eat it. And we're glad to have her back around and singing with us. Did you notice she remembered all the words? I love that. That was good. And everyone, it's a blessing for us to be here together worshiping. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you. May God protect you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the light of God's face shine upon you, be gracious to you. You feel it? Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face be lifted up to you. May God grant you peace. Shabbat shalom. Dainu, 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 dainu.